Hey guys, what's up? Resin86 here, bringing you a new replay, this time in the Tier 8 Premium Soviet Heavy Tank, the IS-6. Playing with a couple of buddies, Engine and Journey, whom you must know by now. Links to their Twitch channels and other stuff will be in the description. But this replay is more about the teamwork that I managed to pull off alongside LtAgathon, who is in his 112. So we're here on Airfield, we are top tier. That's the cool thing about the IS-6, it gets preferred matchmaking, and about 2/3 of your matches, in all honesty, are going to be Tier 8 tanks, Tier 8 matches. So we are going to go to where the heavies usually go. We're going to go to D5, D6, actually. Agathon, as you can see, is already there. There is a 5916 up at B6, but we're not going to worry too much about him right now. As Engine or Journey, I'm not sure which one of the Type 59s is behind me, but one of them is there. So we managed to get up here. We see a T-34 and an IS-3, but we see Agathon backing up because there is a 112. So I get into a position to be able to shoot him. I try to go for the front drive wheel, but he uses his repair kit in time. However, our shot still goes in, which is awesome. I honestly thought at that angle that would not have penetrated, but apparently it did. Agathon takes another shot at him. I try to go for the T-34, but I look back and I notice, oh no, the 112 is still there. Alright, so front drive wheel, and we set him on fire, and we managed to bounce his heat shell. And that's why you always bring a fire extinguisher, kids. Fires. Now, Agathon here saves my butt, basically, from that shot from the T-34, taking it with his front drive wheel. And now the T-34 does have a really long reload, so we have time to aim. He misses his shot, and Agathon pulls up. However, he is going to go for somebody else. I try to finish off the T-34. There we go. KV-5 also manages to hit just our drive wheel and does not penetrate, which is awesome. So we try to find a spot to shoot the KV-5. That's obviously the front R2-D2. However, he pulls forward just in time, and our shot just bounces harmlessly off the side of it. Now here, I shoot at too much of an angle, which basically means the shot bounces. The KV-5 has really good sidearm. However, our next shot does go in, and the ISU-122S finishes him off. And now we did manage to bounce a shot from this T-34, however, only once. But we do have the hit points to take it, which is fine, and this T-34 just gets destroyed, basically. So now we're basically winning 9-1. This is just a stomping. This is a stomping. This is great teamwork by everybody on that side. We managed to take out all of their heavy tanks in a really, really quick, what was it, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? So now it's basically just mop up. It's 10-1. We're pulling forward, and Agathon notices that there's a Rheinmetall and a Jagdtiger 88 in the middle. He fires a shot. I accidentally trap him there, which is not what I should have done, but I thought he was stopping there too. So he angles his armor, I angle mine. The Rheinmetall just hits my front drive wheel, does not go in. We aim our next shot, but it goes really high and wide, and somebody else finishes off the Rheinmetall. Now, something very important here. Notice that I'm aiming at this Jagdtiger 88, but I'm not firing. That's because I know that I'm not going to pen him. But at that angle, I can, and I do. He gets taken out by Engine, and that's basically the end of the game. Now, let's go to the post-game stats. So, we got a second-class mastery badge for our performance in this battle, as well as a high caliber for our 3,559 damage. We got 1700 XP, non-doubled, but thanks to the premium Tier 8 vehicles that, well, not just the Tier 8s, but mostly the Tier 8s, they get an extra crew experience coefficient, which is basically why we get 2600 XP instead of 1700. And the other good thing that they have is that they get a extra credit coefficient, which is why we got 102,000 credits, but after ammo, repairs, and consumables and all that stuff, is more along the lines of 88,000. We fired 11 shots, 10 hit, 8 penetrated for a total damage of 3,559, like I said before. We took 5 hits, 1 penetrated from that T-34, but 4 bounced. This is counting the tracking shots from the 112, from the other T-34, etc., etc., which is a total damage blocked by armor of 790. We also damaged 6 vehicles, destroying 2. And a shout out goes out to LtAgathon, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, who also got 1,600 damage. No kills, unfortunately, but it was thanks to him and the teamwork we displayed that we managed to make short work of all those heavy tanks up at that hill. Now, there's just something about the IS-6, I don't know, it holds a special place in my heart. Partly it has to do with the fact that it's got preferential matchmaking and that it can train my, in this case, my IS-3 crew up a lot faster than if I were just playing the IS-3. And there's also the credit coefficient to take into account. But I don't know, it's just something else. I think it has a little bit to do with the armor. The armor is just awesome on the IS-6. It says it's 100 millimeters at the front, but the sloping is just amazing. The sloping is epic. It's like 60-65 degrees, giving it like an effective armor, just shooting at it from the front, an effective armor of like 180, 190 or something. I'm not sure. But I don't know. It just holds a very special place in my heart. I love the IS-6. I love taking it out. I love, despite its underwhelming gun, it is still one of my favorite tanks to play, especially when I need credits. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, the like button is right there. If you didn't, the dislike button is right next to it. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.